Question of the day. I know that a lot of y'all folks like to use that slogan, heroes work here, in regards to hospitals. Now, how can we say that in the black community, that heroes work here, when a couple of minutes ago, these are the same people who abandon, neglect, and abuse black people in the medical industry? If somebody black is bleeding internally, they will let you sit there and bleed internally and die. They will put you on some medication and make your heart stop and make your body drop. These are the same people who do the most when it comes to black people, the most evilest stuff. It all kind of matters of evil in the medical industry when it comes to black people. But now, all of a sudden, heroes work here. And these are the same so-called white supremacists, which they're not, they're called white deficiencies, you know, white deficiency, all of that stuff, whatever. These are the same people who work in these hospitals, cut you up while you getting your surgery, and over your body that's sedated, whatever the case may be, they're calling you all matters of N-words. Look at this body shape. They're over here stuffing tools in people's bodies and suturing them up. Got people leaving the hospital with some heavy duty surgical tools in their intestines, in their stomach, all kind of stuff. These are the same people who experiment on black people. They experiment with medication, they experiment with vaccines, they just experiment on black people. Let us not forget the Tuskegee Airmen experiment. They were just out here handing out diseases, just like out in Skid Row. They were spreading tuberculosis in the air to get the black population down on Skid Row sick. The same exact people, but y'all out here being brainwashed and parroting, just repeating, regurgitating all of that wash, rinse, and repeat kind of stuff. Y'all just out here forgetting how things really function. Ain't nothing in favor of no black folks. Ain't no heroes nowhere to be found for black folks. We ain't on this earth right now to be having no heroes. There's no redeemers for black folks. There's no love for black folks. There's none of that. You're not gonna get me to have no respect for nobody in no medical field, black, white, none of that. Because in the medical field, y'all are brainwashed to not even consider the earth as a remedy for any kind of disease, any kind of discomfort, none of that. You are anti-God, anti-life, anti-Christ all the way. There's nothing about the medical industry that studies black health. It studies white disease. It majors in white disease. There's none of that. Just the whole thing's backwards. So if I'm going in because I want to see somebody who has cancer, I'm going to also have to see that they're on chemo. What sense? You know, I'm not, that's a whole nother thing. But the fact that they're throwing somebody on some chemo instead of showing them real life remedies that they can get from their backyard, and they actually make it illegal and don't even make it an option for anything holistic. You gotta probably pay hella money for insurance to go outside of the hospital as a recommendation to even get on some kind of holistic plan. So the whole hospital's a scam. There's no shout outs for you here. There's no love for you here. There's none of that. Because y'all need to get it together if y'all want to be considered heroes. So Y'all not gonna answer that question, but they're gonna be seen as heroes. We just know how it is. Anything that works for the government, it's all righteous, it's all beautiful. Oh yes, Zaddy, you are just the best. You're the best option for us. We can't live without you. Oh my goodness. Not here, not today. You know, if it don't apply, let it fly. Good for you if you're not one of those in the bunch. But there's too much of that nonsense. Every time I go to a hospital, I gotta see some BS, some bush, talking about heroes work here. Nah, that ain't gonna fly over here.